Welcome to Deep Thought. Knowledge should give you a successful life. Knowledge, I want y'all to think about that. Knowledge should give you a successful life. Let's think about that for a second. Let's think about that. Because haven't we all met those people who seem to know everything, but the rest of their life is shambles? We've all met them. We've all known them. We might have been them. That's how deep it is. But if you have knowledge, you really should have a level of success. Because knowledge is power, but applied power. Applied knowledge is power. And if you have knowledge of stuff, you shouldn't be struggling. You shouldn't be struggling. At the very least, with knowledge, you should be on the path to where you want to go. Like, if we're talking about a successful life, we don't mean, like, part of it is money. Part of it is money. Another level of success is just dealing with people. Now, let's talk about the money part. If you have knowledge, what are you doing to monetize it? Like, we live in a society now, especially with social media, you could share anything online and get a following. That's the beauty of it. Like, you might have knowledge on how to cut hair. Okay. There's many a time when there are plenty of videos online of barbers showing you how to properly cut. You know, I remember when I had a TV and I was trying to fix it. I was trying to fix something myself. There were plenty of people on there. They had knowledge of how to do that. You know, I remember there was a time, like my fire alarm here is very sensitive, right? Extremely sensitive. So I couldn't make regular burgers without like the fire alarm going off. So I was actually saying, well, maybe if I cook them in the oven. That didn't work either. Yeah, thankfully I just I usually eat veggie burgers at home. But, you know, when it was regular burgers, I looked up some stuff about making burgers in the oven. And people might say, wow, but there were plenty of people who had that. So with social media, yes, you can make some money off your knowledge, you know, and then just being trained in specific areas. You know, when you're talking about jobs and things of that nature, it's just very simple. You should be successful because you actually worked and got the knowledge to do a successful job. But then knowledge is also street sense, street smarts. And all street smarts is just getting through life, knowing how to deal with people. Somebody with street smarts, with knowledge, they shouldn't have trouble with relationships. Because with some street smarts, they already know, okay, these the type of people I can get along with. These are the type of people I can't get along with. This is how I can navigate everything. You know, I mean, you should be successful in your relationships, not just your romantic relationships, but your friendships. Like, can you honestly call some people a friend? If you have the knowledge. If you have the knowledge. Like I said, there's that knowledge that you can get in formal settings. There's also knowledge that you can pick up. Shoot, a library card, y'all. But then there's also knowledge of just dealing with people. Street smarts, just dealing with people. Do you know how to deal with people out here in the world? There's many a person that might have got robbed and assaulted in the streets just because they didn't know how to walk or carry themselves. Meanwhile, someone else in the same area walked right past the people who would have did it. Just because they might have just said, hey, how you doing? Just had some charisma about it. But that's knowledge in itself. That's knowledge. Knowledge is all around, you know, like just knowing, like when I'm driving someplace, I already know where the speed traps are in the area I live in, you know, and I only got caught every now and then I got caught in one place. I knew it was a speed trap, but my mind was on something else. But still knowledge. I haven't had that in a few years. I haven't had any problems in a few years. And I just be looking at the guys. But that's knowledge right there. You know, one of the things you want to do, like in my last episode on here, I talked about evolving. One of the things you want to do is get knowledge. You want to get knowledge so you have power. You want to apply that knowledge. And that's part of your evolution too, even learning stuff. Because I talked about many people don't want to acquire knowledge. Once they get to a certain point, they get just enough so they can live, and they go day to day. They just existing. They not getting knowledge on how to improve their position. Like say somebody is in a poor position monetarily. All they had to do is get knowledge of particular trades, whatever, learn what they had to learn and move from that. And it could be anything, it don't matter. You still need to maybe get a certification or something. Or even if you don't want to do that, say you just want to start a business, you still got to have knowledge with the business, right? And see, that's one thing, but then also knowledge in dealing with people. Just knowing that, oh, okay, if I walk a certain way, or I can influence them by how I wear my clothes, how I adorn myself, everything, that's knowledge. Having knowledge on how, it was like, oh, wait a minute, people respond to me when I cut my hair this way or I wear these certain clothes. That gives me knowledge. It's like, oh, okay, I can be more successful than when I'm not doing that, And it should. Once you have knowledge, it's one of the biggest wastes was when people, they'll get that knowledge, They'll get that knowledge, or they'll know what they need to do. Like you get some people, not even like the formal knowledge of how to get a job or something. You get some people, they know they acting funky out here, but they not changing it. And they not successful, but they actually know they got jacked up personality. But then you get some people, they want to accept stuff and don't want to move on to what they need to really be doing. And this is very important. This is very, very important. So that's the thing, And you want to, like I said, it's easy. One of the things with social media, you can acquire knowledge for anything. Like I said, I was using an example of, baking hamburgers, fixing TVs, cutting hair. That's one of the beauties of it. Yeah, people get caught up in this, man gets woman or woman gets man thing. Yeah, they popular, but then you got some videos telling you how to clean properly. Shoot, so it's actually a powerful time, really, because you're not stopped. You don't have to pay for it. It's like, as long as you got a smartphone, shoot, you can just go through reels and learn some stuff. Shoot, even history, everything of that nature. Boom. And that's very important. That's very, very important, And when you have this knowledge, you should be applying it, and you want to live a better life. Now, it ain't like you're going to make $1 million or find that perfect mate right away. But you shouldn't be, if you want, as you get knowledge, things should get better for you. Things should get more successful for you, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. I want you to really think about that. I want you to really think about what you learn here, what you learn from other videos, what you learn just walking down the street. I want you to think about where you can get the knowledge that you need to have a better job, a better career, a better business. You want to move forward, all right? So anyway, that's all I have. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace and many blessings.